Do this and build muscle in your 20s fast. Before we start, I need to do something. Okay, boom. So, first of all, respect to you for clicking on the right type of video. This is an educational guide, unedited. It seems these days everyone is looking for free dopamine for free stimulation, so congrats for clicking on this video. My promise to you is that I'll give you the best advice on how to bulk up and build more muscle. No bullshit advice like eat big to get big or something else. No overthinking and make progress faster than I did. Why should you listen to me? Well, first, I started my journey as a skinny, weak, and insecure teen. I felt nearly invisible and never got the respect I truly wanted. This is me at 16. You can see the skinny arms. This is when I first started my fitness journey with just a pair of two dumbbells at home, and this is a progress picture. So I dedicated my life to the gym for 4 years, full of mistakes with no excuses, and I gained a good amount of muscle mass without getting fat and natural, 100% natural. And my mission is to inspire millions of men to follow the same journey. I help men in their 20s build their dream body, so subscribe if you want to see more educational content like this onto our homepage, because these are courses for free instead of degenerate shitty content. This is what you're learning today. Number 1, what is bulking? 2, how to bulk for muscle building. 3, how to work out for muscle building. 4, you need this shake. 5, you need to sleep. And 6, what supplements should you use? Quick plug, once you're ready to take action, you can get the workout program that got me this physique right here. It's the top link in the description. It's like a very affordable package with everything you need. First link in the description, go check it out once you're ready. So prepare a coffee and let's start. Let's talk about what is bulking. Everyone needs a number of calories to maintain their weight. If, for example, your maintenance calorie intake is 2000 calories per day, if you eat 2000 calories, you're not going to gain fat, you're not going to lose fat. You're going to keep your body fat percentage the same. You're not going to gain weight, lose weight, okay? Now, bulking is when you eat more than that, which is basically a calorie surplus. If you eat in a calorie surplus, over time, you gain fat because the body stores the excess calories as fat. So the main problem with bulking is how big the calorie surplus is. Okay? So if you don't burn those extra calories, the surplus, your body will store them as belly fat or visceral fat, which is like a more dangerous type of fat. So step number 1 is to assess your body to find out if you need to bulk in the first place. Okay, of course, I can't do it through this video because I can't see you. But you need to look at your body and see, okay, I'm really skinny. I don't have any medical condition. Let's bulk. You need to bulk. Of course, if you have a medical condition, go talk to your doctor. But if you don't, you need to bulk, okay? If you're skinny fat or fat, skinny fat is like you have skinny arms, skinny legs, but you have belly fat and chest fat, then you don't need to bulk. If you're fat, you don't need to bulk. The main idea that you need to understand right now is bulking equals calorie surplus, okay? Now, let's see how to bulk for muscle building. Here's the thing, you don't need to gain fat to build muscle. You don't need to eat 6,000 calories, okay? In my opinion, eat in a calorie surplus of 200 to 300 calories at max. Now, most of you, 200 it's not that much. You don't need that many calories to build muscle. Okay, you don't. This way, if you follow my advice, you don't get fat and you slowly add muscle, which is a healthy way to bulk. And you can achieve this by eating 4 to 5 times a day with protein. And you don't have to eat 5 big meals a day. You can eat 3 meals and then 2 snacks. And 2 snacks is like a protein shake, protein ice cream, protein bar, whatever, something you can eat like faster. So like I said, you don't need to gain fat to build muscle. Now, what happens if you bulk up the conventional way? Well, if you do it the conventional way, you will need to eat anywhere from 700 to 1000 calorie surplus, which means you will gain muscle but a lot of fat. So think about it. If you eat in a calorie surplus of 500 calories, okay, you'll gain about half a pound per week of pure fat. If you go on a 1000 calorie surplus, you're gonna gain about 1 pound per week. That's 4 pounds of pure fat in a month. Okay. And of course, you will look bigger, like I look bigger, but that's not 100% muscle. That's fat and water. Okay. Of course, you'll gain muscle, but a lot of fat. And here is the problem. If you do it the conventional way, 700 to 1000 calorie surplus, then you need to cut because you don't want to stay fat, okay? And of course, you need to rush or whatever, and you want to lose that fat fast, and you will drop the calories to 1000 calorie deficit, and you will lose muscle in that process. Basically, it's a waste of time, okay? Plus, it's not healthy to gain fat, then lose fat, and then gain fat again, and then lose that fat, and then do it like this. It's not healthy. The healthy way is to build muscle slowly, okay? You don't need to gain fat at all to build muscle. Now let's see how to work out for muscle building. So here's the problem. Many people train like pussies, including you watching this video. Some people train hard and few overtrain. You want to be somewhere in the middle, okay? You don't want to train like a pussy and you don't want to overtrain. Okay, so maybe you're asking yourself, how hard should I train? How hard to train now? Train harder. Of course, don't be stupid and do only 1 rep maxes every single day or whatever. You don't want to injure yourself, because then you injure yourself, you can't train for a couple of months, and then you're not making progress. You can't stay in your bed like this, injured, and you're going, yes, I built muscle. No, you need to train consistently. So, how hard should I train? Well, this is another way to look at things. If you finish a set and you think you're done, and someone puts a pistol over your head, could you do more reps? I guarantee you can do more reps. So, next time you go to the gym and you think you're done with your last set, if someone puts a pistol over your head, could you do more reps? And I guarantee you can do more reps. In other words, you need to train till failure. Of course, I understand. If it's like your first set, you warm up the muscle, okay, fine, fair enough. But if it's your last set and you train like this, what the fuck is that? Okay? Many of you guys go to the gym and do this. Let's say you do bench press. That's not training hard. That's not even training. You train like a pussy. Okay? So how hard should I train? Well, if you don't have this face when you train, then you don't train hard enough. Okay? Here are some key points to keep in mind to make sure you train hard, but you train smart. Okay? You still optimize for muscle growth. Okay? Because there are different types and techniques of training, but this way you will optimize for muscle growth. So, first of all, focus on the eccentric part. Let's explain the eccentric. So, there are 2 types of contraction, concentric and eccentric. Let's say you do a bicep curl. When you curl the weight up, that's the concentric. When you lower the weight, that's the eccentric. So when I say you need to focus on the eccentric, I mean you need to lower the weight slowly. Okay? You don't do this. No. You curl the weight up with force and then lower the weight slowly. Then you curl the weight up with force and then lower the weight slowly. Okay? So this way you will create more time under tension, you will create more damage, you will grow bigger muscles. Next, you need to learn the exercises with proper form. If you don't use proper form, you're gonna sooner or later you're going to injure yourself. If you injure yourself, you're not gonna be able to train for months and you won't make progress. Then you need to train slow. You don't do this. No, train slow. It's not a race. Okay? Train slow, time under tension. Like I said, you'll create more damage and you'll grow bigger muscles. And then you need to progressive overload. Progressive overload is basically training harder than your previous session. And there are a lot of ways you can do it. You can increase the reps, you can increase the weight, you can slow down the movement, okay? And you can do more sets. However, a simple method to implement progressive overload, let's say you have one set, 10 to 15 reps. This week, you're going to choose a weight and you can do maximum 10 reps. You can't do more than 10 reps, okay? Now, each session, you're going to push yourself and try to get more reps with that weight. Maybe next week you're gonna get 11, next week 12, 13, 14, 15. Once you get to 15, you increase the weight more and then you do basically the same thing. This is just one simple way to implement progressive overload. You need to train till failure. Basically, it's train hard, but if I were to give you like a simple method, again, a simple method to train till failure, once you finish your last set, you're not done. You decrease the weight, then you do one more set, and then if you have more energy, more stamina, you decrease the weight a little bit more, and then you do one more set until you're really done, okay? And then, of course, use 8 to 15 reps just to make sure you optimize for muscle growth, because if you train below 6 reps, like 1 rep to 6 reps per set, you're just going to train for strength. You're not going to optimize for muscle growth, you're going to train for strength. You're going to improve your strength. Okay? Now, you need this shake. So I'm going to give you a recipe if you struggle to get your calories. Make sure you screenshot or whatever the recipe and try it. It's like a couple of hundred calories depending on how much peanut butter, of course, how much protein you add, but you will get like anywhere from 600 calories to 800 calories in just one shake, okay? And you can drink this in the morning or in the evening when you don't have time, but you need to get those calories, okay? Make sure you screenshot this. Now, you need to sleep, okay? There are lots of techniques you can use to recover faster after your workout. However, we'll talk about them in another video. In short, for recovery, sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. And to get that 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, you need to make sure you have like 9 or 10 hours in bed, maybe 11. So depending on how fast you fall asleep, you need to get like 9 or 11 hours in bed, because you don't go to sleep and you fall asleep like this. No, you don't fall asleep instantly. So make sure you get like 9 to 10, maybe 11 for some people hours in bed to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay, let's talk about what supplements should you use. Well, first, you don't need supplements to build muscle. They can help, of course, but you certainly don't need them to build muscle or to bulk or whatever. However, what I recommend is omega-3 if you don't eat enough healthy fats, like salmon, eggs, that stuff. Then whey protein powder. You can use it in the shake and you add a few extra 100 calories and then of course boost the amount of protein, and then creatine for a little boost. So personally I take only protein powder and creatine. Like I said, I add protein powder in some desserts, protein ice cream, protein shake, and creatine for a little boost. Now, in my school, I help you build your dream body from scratch. You don't need any experience. You don't need to know anything. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, fat, whatever, fat. I'll do like everything for you. You just have to listen to me. Basically, I become your coach and walk you through the things you can do to build a body that you're proud of in your 20s. But of course, if you can't afford that, you can get the workout routine that got me this physique. So, click the top link in the description. See you soon.